Boom. So I hope that you can see me, all right? I am just trying to set this up. I have to turn the phone the other way, so I can't see any of your comments right now, simply because I need to see the board. So what we're going to do, so if you make a comment, I'll get back to them once we finish, all right? So what we've got here is just like a little flow chart, and they're barriers to stopping us getting to the end game about where we want to be, right? So for a lot of us, the end goal is always wanting to be body transformation, mental well-being, and control of our time. And now, those three things there, they might vary for every person. It could be completely different. But what we're trying to achieve is a much healthier body, with more energy, looking better, looking stronger, wanting to be fit. You know, on a holiday when the shorts are just on and the top's off, we want to feel comfortable in our own skin, right? Even though we are men, okay, we still are self-conscious about the way we look. So, I like to think that we want to be body transformation. I like to think that mental well-being is an important part of that as well. Feeling content and happy with our mindset, and having some form of control with our time, all right? So, this is you. Joe Bloggs over here, and you want to get to here. This is where you want to be. Now, for most of us, over 30s, you know, we're working, you know, we're working 12 hours, working 9 hours, working mental hours. We're trying to be a dad. We're trying to be a husband. We're trying to do all the household chores. We're still trying to see our mates. We still want to watch the football. We still want to socialise. Fucking hell, there's loads going on, all right? And we still got to contend with a lot of that while we're trying to get to this end state. Now, quick fixes, things that are going to do it real quick, okay? You might end up doing these quick fixes, and we end up coming up here and we see results. You'll get quick results maybe, and you'll end up coming here and you're getting your results. But what will happen is, because we've got no foundations in place, it's very easy to go all the way back to where you come from, all right? So let's say you do a 6-week program. You do a 6-week program. It takes you 2 weeks to even get your head into that 6-week program. So let's say it's a 4-week program. So that 4-week program, okay, you lose some weight, which is great, and then all of a sudden it finishes, and then what? Where's the sustainability, all right? There's no foundations in place. We haven't got some of these basics weighed off, so we end up falling all the way back to the start. Now, I think when it comes to your health journey, your fitness, your mindset, or anything like that, we have to dig down before we build up. So think about a skyscraper. They have to build solid foundations, going down deep, 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 deep. And then they build their skyscraper. Because if they build the skyscraper on the flat, it's going to fucking topple over. And that's no different with you. Unless we get some solid structure and foundations, solid pillars to build on, we're just going to crumble. So you know, if you're that guy that kind of is on it for 2 weeks and then fucks off. On it for another 4 weeks, then fucks off. You know, and your life is like a yo-yo. You're down, you're up. You're down, you're up. All right, and let me just see if I can get this up on here so I can see you guys. I'm just trying to get you up on my laptop, so if there are any comments, we can do it while I'm up here as well. All right, so let's look at some of these obstacles that are going on right here, okay? So this is your path to where you want to be. Let's just see, this is here. So the first thing we've got is time. Now, one of the biggest excuses, is that us? One of the biggest excuses I get is time. Now, time management. It's not that you don't have time, guys. All right? It's that you just, oh, there I am. I'm there. All right, it's not that you don't have time. It's just that time's not priority on health and fitness and exercise. It's just not your priority right now. You know, you are working. You are trying to look after children. You are trying to look after wifey. You are trying to look after the house. Fucking hell, where's your time? Where do you schedule in time for you? It's no wonder that you're shattered and fucked and exhausted and mentally like broken and burnt out. You're heading for a one-way trip to chronic burnout. Time, all right? Time management is a skill in itself. It's something we practice in the mastermind. It's something we practice in the brotherhood. Okay, planning is key. You're telling me there's not 20 minutes in a 24-hour period where you can't just spend some time in your front room working out to improve yourself? You can. but it's just a change, shift of mindset. And it's a barrier that we always come down to. We don't have time. I'm too busy. My head's not in the game. Blah, 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 blah. All right? Time. First obstacle. Second obstacle is motivation. Now, motivation is not a real thing in my head. It's like a hot water ball. When it's hot, it's cozy, it's warm, it does the job. But when it's cold, you don't want to know, it's useless. Underneath motivation, there are 4 key factors for me that we are missing, and that's why the motivation is not there. And that is purpose, a sense of purpose, a sense of fulfillment, a sense of passion and drive. Those 4 things, that's why motivation is missing. Because we have no purpose, we have no fulfillment, we have no passion, and we have no drive. So we have no motivation. So we can't be asked, all right? We have to spark the fire somehow. We have to get this flowing. We have to get this going. And the only way we're going to do that is by paying attention to the reason you want to do it, your why. You know, what's your fulfillment in life? If you keep waking up every single morning, pressing snooze 3 times a day, the world seems black and white and it's Groundhog Day and you're doing the same shit over and over and over again. Come home, emotionally eat, drinks, fall asleep on the sofa. Go to bed, fall asleep, maybe get sex once every fucking 4 weeks. You know what I mean? Where's the energy coming from? Where's the passion coming from? All right? Confidence. Now, it's not all to do with time and motivation and laziness. There was a lot of people that struggle with confidence, including myself. When I was in a real bad place after leaving the Marines 2 or 3 years, my confidence was rock bottom. Okay, my self-esteem was low. You know, I didn't believe in myself. I was vulnerable. I was insecure. And all of those things play a big part in somebody who is trying to improve themselves. Somebody who actually wants to stand up and be counted and be in a group and say, you know, I'm not great. You know, I'm overweight. Yes, I'm ashamed of the way that I look. I've been overweight for months, years. I really don't feel attractive. I want to feel attractive again. It's really hard to do that. It's really hard to do that. And, you know, I've been there. I've worked with guys who've been like that. But we'll come back to that. Structure, habits, routines. So bad habits lead to bad routines that lead to bad structure. It's kind of like a constant cycle, right? So poor habits in the morning make you press snooze 3 times. I put a post up this morning about it. You press snooze 3 times. You leave the door flustered in stress. You get to work, your boss is a bellend because you're late for work. You haven't done the tasks that you've asked them to, so you're playing catch up. So then you get home late, you miss the kids' dinner, and you only just get in time to put them to bed and they haven't been able to play with you. You then think, fuck it, I'm just going to grab a couple of beers, go down the offie, get a couple of beers, fall asleep on the sofa, we wake up the next day. That's a great habit, that's a great example, of poor habits leading to poor routines, leading to poor structure. Okay, we can change this. So you see, like, guys, my point here is that we all want the body transformation, we all want to look good, we want to feel good, all right? But the press-ups and the kettlebell swings and the star jumps are 10%. The calorie deficit is 10%. How important those things are vital to lose weight and look good and feel good. But if you can't sort out your own shit during the day, if we can't manage ourselves as human beings and adults and men, and I get it, life's rough. Like I've been there, spent 3 years in this place, cycling through, getting bigger, getting fatter, becoming like low on confidence, drinking whiskey over and over and over again. It's like a constant cycle of bullshit. Okay, and what we have to try and do is get out of this somehow, and that's where I come in. That's my job. That's my job. And I spent a lot of time in this position and also helped a lot of people get out of this position. To get to here, to the end goal, which is always body transformation, mental well-being, happier mental well-being, and having some sense of control of time, all right? Now, if this resonates with you, if you recognise some of these things that are going on in your life, then for 5 days on April the 1st, okay, I'm running a free 5-day challenge, okay, with 5 pillars to help build your life up. So instead of doing the same cycle, for 5 days you're going to do something different. That is going to promote some positivity in your life. That's going to get you active again. That's going to put some of the foundations in place for you to be able to get to here. And it's just going to change the way that you think. It's going to break up your habits, your routines, your cycle of negative thoughts of the world's shit and it's black and white, and I'm sick and tired of being overweight, I'm sick and tired of making the same excuses, for 5 days you're going to be able to change that. Okay, it's free. It doesn't cost anything. There's no hidden costs. Yes, at the end of it, I'm going to make you an offer to join us for 12 weeks to completely rectify your life and change it. You only have to ask the 150 so guys in the Brotherhood how they're getting on with that. But if anything you take away from this live here is just a little bit of self-awareness about everything that's going on in here, all right, guys? Some of it might just trigger you a bit, it might not. But when we raise the self-awareness, we have to face some truths. You know, I did. Going through my journey, I had to face up to the fact that I wasn't the best father, that I wasn't the best man, that I wasn't a great human being to be around. You know, I was an absolute prick. Even not as much as I am now, should I say. But when we get to this end state, we have to deal with this. Once this is under control, this becomes a lot easier. All right, guys? Sign up now. When you're ready, not now, when you're ready. When you're ready. If you're not ready for it on April the 1st, then maybe you have the confidence to do it again in June and July. But it's a great opportunity for you just to pop your head in, see what it's all about. If it's not for you, you can leave. If it's for you, you can stay. If it's really for you, you can work with me. And we can change the whole perspective of your life. Guys, thanks for watching. I hope you have a great evening. And I will catch you tomorrow for JB's live show at around 5 in the morning.